Good morning, Steve. How are you? How was your weekend? I heard you were in a fishing tournament recently.
Outstanding, David. Yes, we had a great time this weekend. I hope you had a wonderful weekend as well. Today we have Mr. Harold Berlowe, and he is the Director of Sales and Property Management for Denali Property Management. All right, Harold, thanks for being with us. Why don't you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what you do?
Hey guys, how are you? Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Again, my name is Harold Berlowe. I'm with Denali Property Management. I'm the Director of Sales and Project Management for Denali. Just a real quick background on myself. I've been in this business, I just was thinking this the other day, 36 years. Yeah, started when I was only 8 years old. But no, I've been in this business a long time. I've been with Denali about 8 years, and Denali itself been in business since 2001, so over 22 years, and has grown significantly. I've helped, like to think I've helped along those lines, helped grow them and grow the business, especially over the last several years. And so these days we are very active in CAI, and we have grown to managing thousands of units over hundreds of associations.
Wow. No kidding.
Very cool. Now, let me ask you, with such like a long experience in the property management and the community association sector, we've seen a lot of changes in the industry over the past 2 years. Like, what do you forecast to be the big changes in the upcoming 2 years?
Great question. What I see is, and it's been a function of the last couple of years during the pandemic, technology. Technology has fundamentally changed this business as it has for many other businesses. But in particular, coming in the next couple of years, I think you're going to see a lot more reliance on much more technology, doing many more things, much more skilled support behind that technology. And I think you're going to see even a little bit less of on-site presence, especially as costs continue to rise.
Interesting.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, I like that take on the support, the technology support. There's got to be something there. But all right, so it is the season for giving, but it's also the season for wishing. I mean, so if you had it your way, what's one thing that you would change for the years that are coming that would make the property management business better?
Great question. There's so many places, and I've had these ongoing discussions with folks in the industry. Love to see, and I know there's been talk about this. Love to see licensing of management companies. They have them in other places. They don't have them in New Jersey right now. And believe it or not, even certifications for board members. Those are the two things that I would love. And I think that would increase the level of competency. It would weed out some of the bad apples, and I think would make the business better for everyone overall.
As far as recruiting people to join our industry, whether it's like community association, being a vendor in there, what would you say is the best avenue for companies like yours to recruit property managers? What's your tip on this particular?
Great question. Look, I have tended, just because of my biases, I have tended to look towards the construction industry in particular. The idea being is that the construction industry can be rather seasonal, have ups and downs, ebbs and flows. The property manager, when somebody has a strong understanding of like being in management in a construction business or overseeing crews, et cetera, they tend to have the people skills as well as the knowledge of the physical aspects of a property that are very helpful.
That makes sense.
Okay. So speaking about the workforce in general, I mean, there's been somewhat of an exodus across all sectors in community associations, but particularly in property management, I mean, it just seems that the load's getting bigger on managers, and burnout is a real thing. And I'm sure that salary increases are been somewhat of a solution for that, or at least a common request. I mean, how are the associations reacting to this, to increase in costs for management services?
Great question. Surprisingly well. And so all of us have been concerned about rising costs in the industry, labor being certainly one of them. We have always taken an approach of treating our people like family, and that's in terms of compensation, time off, flexibility, et cetera. And boards have been relatively understanding of it. They are looking for cost savings because costs are going up all across the board. So when we, especially utilizing our state-of-the-art technology, we are able to show them how we can be more productive, more efficient. And so the savings, ultimately, it should be no additional cost out of their pocket, but getting the right people sometimes requires a few extra dollars.
Some of the details that make you a little bit different than maybe some of your competitor, your approach to the family approach, but what else is making Denali Property Management, I'd say, maybe a little unique?
There's two things, and I know others have talked about this, but we actually implement, and that is we take a team approach to property management. that you're only as good as the property manager or personnel that the property management company assigns to your HOA or condo association. But we truly take a team approach. Every week we have our team meetings, and your team consists of an assigned property manager, an assigned property administrator, an accounting department representative, and they're overseen by a regional manager. That team meets on your property every week to discuss and go over any of the high-level items so that you have a team that you know who to contact about what, and that there's never a gap. There's always someone there who knows exactly what's going on and can pick up seamlessly. That we utilize our technology, state-of-the-art technology. We made an investment several years back in the Yardi software system, which most management companies in New Jersey don't use, mostly for cost. We pulled off the Band-Aid, and we have now fully implemented and integrated. Other management companies are having to do this, are either in the process of doing it or will have to do it in the near future. We've gone through that process. So, like I said, that coupled with the approach to our clients as small business consultants, those are the things that separate Denali.
From the client aspect, though, what does your ideal client look like?
Our sweet spot, because we think it's an underserved section of the market, is usually between about 50, 60 units on the small side, all the way up to about 1,000, right? Over 1,000, obviously you tend to just kind of be in a different class, but that's our sweet spot. In terms of ideal clients, we don't necessarily look at it as a category, whether it's an over 55 community or townhouses or high rises, because we handle all of those. But what we do tend to look at it is our ideal client, like if I could script it, it would be an engaged board, a board of directors, right, that we can work with, who approach the property manager and the property management company as a collaboration rather than just kind of hired administrators or hired professionals, right?
The engaged boards and the community as a whole. And I try to, when I'm speaking with boards and management, I try to get that feel in the room as well. As it's a community is what it is. And so the more you guys are involved with the community and more the board gets involved with the management and acts as a community, the better it is for everybody as a whole. So I really love what you guys are doing over there. So geographically speaking, though, so you guys, how far is your reach?
So, well, that's interesting you bring that up. We have two pieces of our organization. One is the full-service property management company, which is Denali Property Management, and we cover all of the state, all the way from the northwest corner all the way down to the southeast corner, right, of the state and everything in between. And we have sited communities, we have portfolio management, et cetera, and we cover all the counties in New Jersey. However, we also have a subsidiary of Denali Property Management called mypropertybilling.com. And you can check it out. It's literally, that's the web address, mypropertybilling.com. Okay. And we actually cover the entire U.S. right now. And mypropertybilling.com is the back office and financial and technological support for either smaller associations, very small, 10 units, 15 units, who don't really need full service property management, or also on the other end of that, for very large communities that actually have their own personnel. They have their office, they have managers, they have maintenance people, they have bookkeepers on site, but they really don't want to recreate the wheel, as we talk about it, in terms of making a property management company. We provide all the technology, up to and including the resident web portal, all the financial reporting, full charge bookkeeping. And right now we're handling clients in Oregon, California, just signed up somebody in Louisiana. We cover all the Northeast and the Midwest. That's actually our fastest growing segment of the business.
Very impressive. Very impressive.
Very amazing.
Yeah, you actually segued right into my next question, which is what's next? What's on the horizon for you guys?
Well, that's a great question. Next step is, again, we continue to focus on our full service property management here in New Jersey to constantly improve our systems, always looking to add quality people, right, and put them through our strict training and vetting process, bring them onto the Denali team, the Denali family. So we're focused on that and growing out our full service business here in New Jersey, while simultaneously in our separate mypropertybilling.com, growing our nationwide presence to be able to provide all that back office support, right, for fractions of what people would pay for full service.
A couple little rapid fire. We're going to keep it quick, and then we're going to give the mic over to you. You ready?
Perfect.
Really easy stuff. Really easy, I swear. All right, I think everybody knows my favorite holiday movie. What is your favorite holiday movie?
My favorite holiday movie. It's a Wonderful Life.
Favorite holiday meal or dessert or dish?
Oh, I particularly like Thanksgiving.
Last question, I'm going to give the mic over to you to plug whatever you want. So think about that real quick. But last question is let it snow, let it snow, let it snow, or I'm going tropical, forget all this cold weather stuff. What do you prefer?
I love the snow. I'm a big skier. So
Well, thanks for being such a good sport. So we like to give the microphone to our guests to plug whatever it is. It could be a charity, it could be your business. How do we get in touch with you? The microphone is yours.
Well, look, obviously I'm going to plug Denali Property Management and mypropertybilling.com. Please visit our website, denalipm.com, and check us out. I think you'll be impressed by the technology. We have informational packets. We have webinars and seminars we've posted so you can see videos. Please check that out. Second is I also just was thinking about this and talking about it with a friend of mine the other day, and that is obviously we're in a holiday season now, thinking of Thanksgiving and the things that we have to be grateful for, but whatever it is, our family, our friends, our health, our careers. But it also reminds me of folks who struggle, who have challenges. And one of the things I will send a plug out for is the Valerie Fund, a charity that's near and dear to my heart. You can find it online, the Valerie Fund, VALERIE Fund.org. Check them out. They're involved in supporting children who have cancer and blood disorders. They've been around since 1976. They do great work. They have a 5K every year. They sponsor a walk. Check them out. I think that it's a great way to give back and truly show how thankful and appreciative we are.
But with that, thank you very, very much, Harold. Thanks for being here. Thank you for those plugs. And you guys know how to get in touch with Harold over at Denali Property Management. And we will see you guys next week, next Monday, for another episode of Community Association Car Chat. Thanks, guys, for being here.
Thanks, guys.